But getting back to this game that I never left.
A lot of you women, you know what I'm saying, is going to lose out on being with the right man because you expect the right man, you know what I'm saying, to be light skinned with long hair or brown skin, you know what I mean, or dark or whatever your preference may be. And let me tell you something. I'm just giving you words of wisdom. The man that the game has ordained for you, you know what I mean, that has called you to be with, chosen for you to get some game from, he might not be your physical, preference. You know what I'm saying? He might be short. You might want to know that's tall. You might want to know that's just, 5'10". He might be too tall. You might be wanting to with an 8-pack. This might be fat as a mother. You might want to know that's chubby, looking like Gerald Levert, but he in shape. So he gonna keep you. He gonna stay on your ass about being in shape. You know what I'm saying? The man that you have been liking on and wanting and having a desire for, he might not even be your physical preference. And you have to allow yourself to conform, into the behavior and the mentality of this game so that you can be blessed by the game. Because if you keep choosing up on facial tissue, because that's all this shit is. If you keep choosing up on this, or that this between the legs, or a car that you saw, or the fact that he took a picture, with some chains or rings, or he was counting money and all of that. And if you choose that, if you choose fornication or a good situation over a man, that has great information for you, you predestined to fall every time. You predestined to fall every time. You ain't no better than a trick. You sitting up there ready to just pay the man just because you just want to fuck. And I'm telling you, that's how a lot of you are getting fucked over. That's how a lot of you women are ending up on Backpage at 40 years old. That's how a lot of you women are ending up being statistics with no materialistic things to show for your existence in the game. You know what I'm saying? That's how a lot of you women are ending up fucked up. Just keeping it all the way 100. That's how a lot of you women are not succeeding, because you keep choosing up on looks. And I'm telling you, that man that's supposed to probably be your coach and help you get the right approach on how to seduce and reduce a trick, you know what I mean? He might be an ugly motherfucker. He might be darker than 100 midnights. But that's who the game called you to be with. Another thing is this, because a lot of you women are tender. You know what I mean? That's why I said this video is for the ladies. A lot of you fellas, you ain't going to get it. But a lot of you women are tender. You're sensitive. Okay? So you need a man with a lot of patience. He got to have a wealth of patience to deal with you. Some of you women's comprehension, and it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean you're stupid. It just means that your comprehension is not equivalent to other women. So, you know what I mean? You're going to need a man with wisdom and patience so he can preside over you. You know what I mean? I just got to keep that. If he doesn't have, if you, within the conversation, if you have discerned that this man does not have patience, this ain't the one for you. See, like I said, warning always comes before destruction. All you have to do is listen and pay attention. That's why I got to hurry up and do this video. Y'all been begging for the longest on the interview, because that interview is so important, because a lot of you ladies keep choosing up on the wrong because you're not listening. Then you're not asking the right questions. You asking everything but what you supposed to ask. You on the phone, flirting because you think he look good and everything like that. But you haven't asked him, how long he been in the game, what's his plan, what's his whole objective of being in the game, what's his definition of game. If you was to basically participate in this game with him, what is his plan for you? What is his whole motive of even having you? And, what does he think about life? Ask him questions outside of life so you can find out what type of man he is. Because if you find out what type of man he is, you might not want to participate in the game with him. Because there's a lot of guys in the lifestyle, they can talk slick. They know the nursery lines, the hand gestures, and all of that type of shit. But when it comes to being a man, he's not that, baby. And there's going to be certain areas within the game that's going to call him to be a man. And if he can't step up to the plate and be a goddamn man, he going to fail you. He going to fail you. He going to fail you every time because he's not a man. You know what I'm saying? What did I tell y'all what a man is? A man is the truth. A man is the truth. That means that no matter what circumstance or what situation comes, I'm going to remain the same. The truth always remains the same. Okay? And so many of you women have judged, as I like to say, you've been judging the whole population of men simply because of the bad representation within the population that you dealt with. There were males that professed to be men, but didn't even have the information to be a man, didn't even have the capabilities to be a damn man. And you just been writing every man off. And in all honesty, you ain't even dealt with a man, baby. Some of you women have been speaking down on pimps, and you've been saying pimps ain't shit. They cold-hearted, they stupid, they manipulators, they only use women. You know what I'm saying? And every pimp that I dealt with, he was like this and like that. And some of you mess with like 3 or 5 guys. And I hate to tell you this, but those 3 or 5 guys that you put your life on the line for, that you gave money to, baby, they wasn't even pimps. You judging a population of people that you don't even know. You don't even know them. A lot of them cats on Instagram that you see, hey man, say man, ha ha ha, yeah man, you know what I mean, it is what it is, man. Bankrolls and pistachios, man, you already know it. He's not even a pimp, baby. He's just loud and belligerent. He's just conforming to a behavior, you know what I mean, so he can profess the pimping. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you women are fast. Some of y'all ain't slow. Some of you guys, and see, this is another thing that pisses me off. Because I said this is not just for the women that have been thinking about being a hoe. This is for a lot of you females, you know what I'm saying, that you've been making all the wrong decisions. You know what I'm saying? And I'm endeavoring to help you, you know what I mean, understand, to get the proper definition, vision of what a pimp is. Because by a lot of you women having the wrong definition of what a pimp is, you have the wrong vision. So by that definition being wrong, the vision is wrong also. And that's why a lot of y'all have gotten on Instagram and you like, you getting in DMs and you just choosing up on Ritalin baby to pee and shit is fucked up. But as long as you know what I'm saying, keep basically choosing with your, as long as you sit up there and keep choosing out of lust, you're going to get the same results that you keep getting, which is nothing. I hope you guys live as long as you want and never want as long as you live, man. Y'all be blessed now.